Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well, and I have come back again with one more exciting video on the integration between ServiceNow and Zoom. If you ever wanted to streamline your incident management, automate your workflow, and having control of Zoom through ServiceNow, then this video is for you. In this video, I will be giving you guys a very easy walkthrough on how you can integrate the ServiceNow with Zoom following very simple steps. So stick along with me till the end so that you won't miss on anything, and I will be giving you some tricks using that you can avoid any common pitfalls. So before moving forward, I just want you guys to have a basic idea upon why we need this integration in the first place, right? So I will just explain you guys. The first one is automatically create Zoom meeting. So using this, we can facilitate a button over the form, like be it incident form, change form, or service request. We can create a UI action over there, and using that, the meeting request can be sent to Zoom and a meeting can be created, right? And the second point is enable real-time collaboration between IT teams and end user. So what can happen is, without a need of any standalone Zoom application, we can directly schedule the meeting using the ServiceNow, and the link of the meeting can be shared among the end user as well as IT team, right? So they can get on a joint call, they can fix the issue over there, they can record this session, and the session can be shared among the end user and IT team both if required. So this way it will really help in the collaboration between the teams, right? And the third point would be embed Zoom meeting link directly into ServiceNow ticket for quick access. So what happens is, if we send a request to Zoom for a meeting, then it sends us some response, like the URL of the meeting, the ID password. So these details we can attach to a particular incident, and we can create a field and we can store that information in that particular field for the engineer's quick access, right? So this way we can efficiently manage the incident, we can provide better IT support and remote assistance, we can provide better customer experience and employee experience as well. So these are the benefit of this integration, and without waiting any further, let's just jump into the process that need to be followed. So guys, before progressing forward, there are a few prerequisites. Like you must have a Zoom account using which you will be creating a Zoom application, and you need to have a personal developer instance. If you don't have your ServiceNow personal developer instance yet, then you can check out my previous video where I explained it, how you can obtain one for yourself free of cost. And you must know how REST API work. So I will just head on to the Zoom web page. So this is the Zoom app marketplace, and I hope you have the credentials, so I will just sign in. So after your successful sign in, you will be getting this particular UI, and you can go to the developer option here and expand it. There are a few options like documentation, developer blogs, community forum, build app. So I will choose build app. So there are three options we will be getting, like general app, server to server OAuth app, and webhook only app. So based on your requirement, you can choose any one of it, but as per my requirement, if I am going to configure it for my organization, then there will be multiple user, and there are many added advantages on using server to server OAuth application. So I have explained it as well in the description, you can check out there. So I will select server to server OAuth app, I will create. So it will ask for a name. So I have already created the application, so I will just cancel it out. I will go to develop and I will select manage here. So if I select on manage, it will show my apps, all my created apps. So I have already one of the app, which is server to server OAuth type. So I will just click over here. So once your app is created, you will be getting all the crucial details about that, like account ID, client secret. So you need to keep it handy, because we will be needing these details for the REST calls, right, for the authentication. So that's all we have to do for the app configuration. So guys, after successfully configuring the Zoom application, you need to provide your app certain permissions. As an app is an intermediary between ServiceNow and Zoom, it must have certain permission in order to make the API call. So for example, if you want to create a meeting, then you need to have this particular permission, meeting right permission. If you want to retrieve the local recording, then you must have this permission. So how you can add these permissions? Just go to the add scopes. Based on your requirement, you can add the permissions from here. So for user detail, if you want to retrieve the user detail, I will go to user, view all user information. I will give the access as view user. So the user read access has been provided for this application. We can add few more, like for meeting, we can give create meeting permission, which is listed in view and manage all users meetings. I will just scroll down. Yeah, so I will give create meeting for a user access, as well as create invite link for a meeting. And the third one would be for the recording. In case we have a session recording, then we can retrieve those recording as well if you have this permission. So I've already added those. I will just close it. So we have all the required scopes. You can select many other scopes as well, depending upon your requirement. I have selected a few of them only. So all set for the Zoom application. Now we will be heading over to the ServiceNow. So what I have done is I have written a script include, as I am doing a recordless outbound API call. So I don't need to create a record for REST message. If you want to go with that option, then you can just write here REST message. Under system web services outbound, just click on REST messages, and you can configure the REST message here as well, like the authentication detail, HTTP request. Here you can add the headers, and you can create the methods as well, and you can trigger this REST message based on the event. I'm not going through this process, so I will just cancel it out. So this is my script include Zoom access token. So here what I am doing is I am making an API call to Zoom, and I'm obtaining the access token in order to create the meeting. So the meeting creation will be explained in the upcoming video. This is for obtaining the access token. So guys, just to save time, I have already written the script. I will explain you. So this is my main function which is working here, and in order to authorize your request, you need client ID and client secret, that too in encoded form. And client ID and client secret you can obtain from your app credential, which is mentioned here, right? You can just copy and paste it. You need to encode the client ID and client secret having a colon in between. So this is the line which will encode the client ID and client secret. So you need to have a request token body as well, and the token body will look like this. Instead of my account ID, you can mention your account ID, and an account ID you can obtain from here. This is the account ID. Just replace the account ID with your detail here, and then moving forward, I have just created an object of REST message v2, and I have set few of the mandatory parameters like request token endpoint. So this is the endpoint which we will be hitting in order to get the required response. So guys, these all are very well documented. I will share the link with you, so no need to worry. It is no rocket science. All the documentation is very comprehensively provided by the Zoom. So the next thing we will be doing is passing the HTTP method. Our requirement is to create, so we are passing post method, and then there will be two headers, one for authorization, one for content type. And please don't forget to give a space here after basic, right? And then give your encoded credential as well, and pass the content type exact similar whichever I have mentioned. Then request body you need to configure, and the request body I've already defined here. You can use this one, but instead of my account ID you need to mention your account ID. Then just execute the request. You will be getting responses, and you will be getting status code. If the status code is 200, then it's a successful request made, and you will be getting the responses. Then you need to pass that response using this line, right? So after passing, you can obtain whatever detail. Like in the response body, there will be multiple key values. You need to just extract the required key value from there. So our requirement is to extract the access token and expiring time. So I am extracting those values from here, right? And I am returning the same value through here. And if at all my code doesn't run and it did resulted in 400 or 401 error, then it means there is some error need to be fixed. So in that case, it will just return access token couldn't be fetched. So guys, I will just do a test run in background script. So guys, in order to call the script include in background script, you need to follow this step. Just create a variable as x and mention this script include over there, like Zoom access token. We need to instantiate our script include. And then write the function name. To print the results, just write gs.print x, then run the script. So guys, we have successfully got the access token and the expiry time, as you can see in the output. So if I run it again, then it will throw different access token. So every time I'm running, it is giving me different access tokens along with the expiry time. So generally the access token has the validity period of 1 hour for server to server OAuth application, and it is recommended to use the same access token until unless it is expired, because if we are refreshing the token in every action, then there are some rate limit. If we go beyond that, then the access token will not be provided. So it's better to use the same access token until unless it expires. So in the next upcoming video, I will explain you guys how you can efficiently manage the access token and how you can create a meeting using that access token and store the meeting URL into the incident, or be it change or service request, how you can store that particular URL and access it whenever required. So guys, that's it for today's video, and I hope you found this helpful, and please hit like and subscribe in order to stay tuned for my upcoming exciting videos. So guys, thanks for watching. We'll meet soon.